Hey everyone, Draco Magnius here for another episode of Let's Play Virtue's Last Reward. In the last episode, we discovered that Alice may be the mummy introduced in the first game. Well, not introduced, more talked about in the last game. You know, with Ice 9 and all that jazz. And both her and Quark had Radical 6, but luckily we found the antidote. Well, is it an antidote or is it more of like an antivirus? I think it's more of an antivirus than it is an antidote, but that's neither here nor there. We discovered only one vial, we found the machine to duplicate it, which we did, obviously, and now we're going to vote on whether we ally or betray with Alice.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I was thinking about this. I mean, no matter what we pick, we're not getting out of here alive. That's the rub. Like, even if I just betrayed this round, and if we go to a third round and betray there, there's no real way I'm going to manage to get out. So I might as well just hit ally this first time, because, you know, it'd make Luna feel better, and, you know, I guess it's technically the right thing to do since the person can actually speak for themselves. Yeah, let's go with ally. Yes. Vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed.
Oh, but you better believe once we're done with this specific timeline I've just chosen with ally, I'm going down the betray line to seeing what the hell's over there. Fuck Alice.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. Alright, let's go have a look at the results.
Okay.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Yeah, not surprising. Not surprising. How? How, though? How was she? She was... What? How? Oh, this is some bullshit. And Alice murdered me. What a cunt. I'm going down the betray route. Fuck her.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
No one gets anything.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Well, time for Alice game over. What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. That's not possible. How can Alice's vote be betray? It was a question I would never know the answer to. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing in, I was right. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, I felt my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor.
Sigma! Sigma! Hang on! Oh no! Sigma! Get up!
Sigma! Sigma!
Really? Even Dio gives a shit? Damn.
No. Why?
Seriously, the fuck is with this timeline? I've said that like 3 times. Is that the new fuck you, Dio? My eyelids felt like they were made of lead. but I forced them to open. Growing blurry, but I noticed that the door of the second AB room was open. No one had gone into that room. I'd watched them all. And yet, there she stood. An apparition that couldn't possibly be real. Alice? The world was gradually going black. My mouth refused to form words, but my head echoed with questions. How? Why? What was she doing there? Had she run in at the last moment after Luna and I had entered our room? But even if she had, why choose betray? Then the darkness closed over my mind as well. My questions were gone forever. Game over. Fucking Alice. What a bitch. Yep. Alright, fine. That's how she wants to play it, being a sneaky bitch. We might as well have a round where everyone picks fucking betray. I'll be right back.
3, 2, 1.
Fuck you, Alice! Your vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Luna and I stepped out of the AB room.
Why?
Because she snuck in there and hit betray, Luna. I'm sorry, but Alice was being a cunt.
What happened to... It's not fair to betray someone who isn't voting. I thought...
There was nothing I could think of to say. Even I didn't really understand why I'd picked betray instead. But I do. Sigma, listen to the voice in your head. I know people say don't listen to the voices in your head, but this one knows what he's talking about this time. And yes, I mean this time. Because sometimes I don't. But this time I really do mean that I know what I'm talking about. It almost felt unconscious. Like some other part of my mind was making the decision. Perhaps I'd been possessed by some sort of evil spirit that had moved my finger to betray button against my will. Fuck you, Sigma! I'm not evil! I'm just sort of chaotic. But most of the time I fall on the good alignment. Right, well, we should see the results.
Really? We already know what they are. It's just simple math.
The look in her eyes was more painful than any punch I'd ever taken. I turned away and almost ran toward the projector. Anything to get away from those eyes. I swear to God, if they pick Ally this time, I am going to be livid.
Of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
If it's not betray all across, I am going to be angry. Good! Also, seriously? Dio and Tenmyoji were going to try and kill Fi? Damn. I mean, to be fair, Dio is in there, so it makes sense. Maybe Tenmyoji wasn't able to stop Dio. And then let's see, we have K, Quark, and Clover. K and Quark betrayed. I can believe K trying to betray Clover, and I can believe Clover trying to betray them. It makes sense. Wow, no one can trust anybody now! Everyone's fucking idiots. I mean, I guess except for me. Well, I mean, I can't really say that, because I picked Ally the first time, and that really screwed us.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly.
Announcer, nothing has been assigned. Everyone was an asshole and picked Betray, and that's how it's going to be for the rest of the game.
Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
But at least the game didn't screw us this time by going, oh no, she really wasn't there this time. What? It wasn't possible. I blinked, rubbed my eyes, and looked again. No. How can Alice's vote be Betray? That's not possible! Fuck you, Alice! Alice? She was standing inside the second room from the left. The room that should have been empty. Why? My mind was still reeling. Where'd she come from? As I was trying to form a sentence, she began to move towards us. From around me, I heard a chorus of muted gasps. It seemed we were united in our surprise and confusion. Alice drew to a stop in front of me and glanced up at the display.
Thought you'd get an easy couple points, huh?
No, I picked Ally last time and you fucking murdered me!
Not so easy when you have to look your victim in the eye, is it? Coward.
Look who's talking! You can't take the high road here, bitch! Me, a coward? You got some balls saying that to me after you pick Betray? Why are you even here?
You gave me the antivirus, didn't you? Tenmyoji told me. Thank you. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, honestly.
But you should still be under the effects of the anesthetic.
Yes, well, I still am. A bit. I have a throbbing headache, and I can barely stand. It's horrible. I'm more resistant to anesthetics than most people.
Because you're a mummy, got it.
A result of my training. I have a feeling Zero Senior knew that. They gave me way more than the standard dose of that gas when they kidnapped me. In any event, a few minutes ago I woke up in the infirmary. Tenmyoji explained what was going on, and I got here as fast as I could.
So you showed up right after we'd gone to the AP room?
Yes. Right in the nick of time, too. About 10 seconds before the deadline, as I recall.
You did that just so you could betray us?
Right.
Yeah. Which is why I picked Betray.
What? Don't I get to do that? I mean, it turned out to be the right thing to do, didn't it? You two chose Betray. If I'd stayed back there, I'd have lost 2 points.
So you're saying it was self-defense?
Yes.
You're full of shit. Self-defense my ass. You chose Betray because you wanted out. You had 6 BP. If I picked Ally, you would have had 9 BP. That's what you were trying to do, right?
So what if I was?
Are you serious? You would have killed me! Look! I only have 1 BP! You were this close to murdering me! Just admit it. You were planning to kill me so you could escape.
Don't be stupid.
Then why do you look so nervous, Alice?
I knew you'd choose Betray. There was...
Tell the truth!
That is the truth. Why am I the only one getting the 3rd degree here? Look at those results. 2 other people just tried to kill someone.
Fi and Dio.
Yes. If Dio had chosen Ally, Fi would have killed Tenmyoji. And if she'd chosen Ally, Dio would have killed her.
I don't want to be rude, but it looks like Clover and Kay tried to trick one another. Not that it seems to have worked. If either one had chosen Ally, the other one would have 9 BP right now.
You're all disgusting! I turned to look at the results again. Before, I'd only been looking at my own. I hadn't realized that there was only one word all across the roster: betray. Whatever trust we managed to build had fallen apart. Everyone was suspicious of everyone else. Had it been the bombs? Or had it been something else? Only Kay, Clover, and Alice would have gotten out of here if their ploy had worked. Well, Kay could have gotten out of here, or Clover could have gotten out of here, so it makes sense both of them would hit Betray. Dio hitting Betray only makes sense due to the fact that he's, well, an asshole. And maybe he figured, you know, she'd pick Betray because she'd get the most points out of it, so he picked Betray. I'll give him some benefit of the doubt there. Whatever the reason, if it kept up, we'd never manage to escape. We'd be trapped in a cycle of 0-point rounds for the rest of our lives. Something had to be done. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. Alright guys, pay attention. You've probably already figured all this out, but we can't keep going like this. If we don't start being a little more trusting, we're never gonna get out of here. We need to work together! I might as well have been talking to the wall.
My apologies, Sigma. But I need to think on something for a bit. I would appreciate being left alone.
Kay.
I'll be leaving too. Things are getting a little too intense here for my delicate constitution. Sorry.
Dio. Actually, honestly, for me, it'd just be Dio.
Well, in that case...
E2 Phi?
Yeah, sorry.
Without another word, she turned and left the warehouse. Dio and Kay quickly followed suit.
See? There's your answer. In the end, everyone's just thinking about themselves. So I would appreciate it if you could not treat me like I'm the only villain here.
You're not the only villain, but you're still a villain.
Come on, Clover. Let's go.
Hold on! I'm coming! Are you feeling okay? I was really worried, you know?
I watched them walk away, Clover practically jumping with delight to have Alice back. Before long, they reached the yellow door and disappeared beyond it.
Everyone's gone.
You aren't going to leave too?
No,
Are you sure? I chose Betray.
I know. But I still believe in you, Sigma. I think your hand must have just slipped or something. Right?
My chest hurt. When I blinked, I felt something hot and wet prick the corners of my eyes. Luna, I bit my lip. Before I could think of anything to say, the metallic rumble of the doors closing echoed throughout the warehouse.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are required to open the gates. There is no set limit on usage of the star keys. The Ambidex gates can be opened as many times as the players wish to open them.
As many times as we want, huh?
Yes, as long as we have the star keys.
You know, a thought just occurs to me. We're going down the longer line here, obviously. So part of me wonders what exactly is going on down this line. I mean, of course, we're going to have to go through the white doors. But eventually we're going to have to hit a point where we have to choose ally or betray. And everyone's probably going to hit Betray, and that's where this line ends, I'm guessing. So we'll go through this line. Oh, also I forgot to mention, we kind of powered through a lock since we knew about the IG replicator. So that's fun. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to go down this line all the way. Then we're going to go up back to here and do these lines. We're almost done. Like, with the game entirely. I almost have every single plot line finished. Except for the ones that I know obviously end in game over. Or, at the very least, in me feeling really guilty.
That means we can keep playing the AB game over and over, too. Sigma, could you show me your bracelet?
Why?
Do you remember what Zero Jr. said?
As soon as the gate's closed, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The parent solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, I remember. Let's see here. I'm a cyan pair. What about you?
I'm a magenta
Damn,
pair.
I can't go with Luna. My overall plan here was Luna actually trusts me. So if we could keep getting teamed up, we could keep getting points together with the ally system. Because everyone else is just going to betray everyone else. At least we could get out of here if that was the system, but it doesn't seem like that's the system. Wonder what the other... What? I wonder what the other... Oh, yeah, no, never mind, that makes sense. I wonder what the others are.
They could be anything, I suppose. We won't know until we have a look.
We've got about 80 minutes until the next set of chromatic doors open. So, what should we do now?
Everyone else has gone off on their own.
Yeah. Physically and emotionally. I really don't like how this is going. It won't matter how many times we repeat the AB game if nobody trusts anybody else. We'll never be able to get out of here.
Maybe it would help if we all had a common goal. Something to unite our hearts and minds.
Yeah, but you've already got something like that. You all want to get out of here. It seems like a pretty clear goal to me, but everybody chose Betray. Including me.
Well, what if we have an enemy?
We do. His name is Zero. Well, it's kind of hard to identify an AI and a faceless being. Then again, we do have a face. He kind of looks like an old man, so I guess he works. Never mind. An enemy?
Yes. A common foe. Like the person who set the bombs, for instance.
After coming back from the lab, I told her about how the... I'm fumbling all over myself. After coming back from the lab, I told her about the bomb while she gave Alice and Quark the Accelavir. Yeah, that might work. If we can figure out which one of us planted those bombs, then everyone else would work together against them.
Right.
It was probably Dio. But how do we figure out who it is?
Well, do you have any clues?
Clues, huh? That's right! The memory card! I pulled it out of my pocket and held it out toward her.
What's this?
I told you, a memory card. It was under the bomb we found in the lab. I think whoever set the bomb dropped it.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what's on it, though. We couldn't find any kind of memory card reader.
Oh, I guess we can't really use it then.
You can, though. In the infirmary.
Oh, wait a second. You know what? I think I might have seen something.
Huh?
Yes, I remember. The infirmary. I saw it when I was searching the infirmary with Theo and Quark. There was a memory card just like that one.
Then,
Yes. I think we can see what's on it. The computer there should be able to read it.